AFC title game. And some space here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the
absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to make it fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Down to the 33. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They give it to Williams, running right. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We're scoreless after one. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Into heavy
one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational. They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback, but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that clock's going to be on the ground.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Let's go now.
They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On the jump. Cut 19. Cut 19. Mustang 19. Warriors 70. 79 Broncos. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels.
Looking to throw. Here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Yeah, well, the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Russell. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They're going to look to throw. And they have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come over the pick right there.
Right back to him on first down. And some room to work. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 123 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. And it's a fumble.
And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy, all these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there, with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars are able to game now. The lead moves to 17. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. And the lead is cut to 2 here in the 4th. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 24. 201 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.